Let me finish tonight with my trip to China. Here in New York, what we proudly call the Big Apple, there are 8 million people. In China, there are 8 cities as big as New York. Guangzhou, a city I never heard of, has 13 million. Beijing, the capital, 18 million. Shanghai, 23 million. The country has 20 cities as big as Los Angeles, 20, nearly 50 as large as my hometown of Philadelphia. Kathleen and I spent time in the resort town of Hangzhou, China's version of Lake George up in New York. Even it had 6.5 million people. These cities are not what you think, however. Yes, there's a lot of drab buildings and entangled, congested highways, but even Beijing has its old lakeside neighborhoods, and Shanghai's like a grander Chicago, an architect's delight. I say that as one who loves Chicago. It's got a skyline that's gone up in just 4 years. 5 miles are still there of the old French part of town, block after block, where you'd think you were somewhere in France itself. And guess what? The Chinese love it all. In all the big cities, you see giant billboards for designer products from Europe. Their look as elegantly continental as the showpiece ads here in Midtown New York. I get the idea that the Chinese consumer likes getting their hamburgers from McDonald's, their chicken and French fries from KFC, their Java from Starbucks, but their notions of style are pure European and continental, just like us. There's a lot of confidence in their booming country over there. I can see why. The construction doesn't even stop on weekends. If you figure we humans reach full size at age 18, I'd say China's about 5 years old right now and growing. It's nowhere near where it's going to end up. And that's not many years off from now. A couple things surprise me. It's called a communist country, but there's nothing like the universal safety net we have here for our seniors in America. No Social Security, no Medicare, just whatever a person's home village provides. It's very catch as catch can. There was a sunny serenity, however, in the parts of the country I visited. Nothing like the grimness I saw behind the old Iron Curtain in Europe in those months when the Berlin Wall finally came down. But it's not a free country, obviously. There are no civil rights. The government does what it wishes. People put up with it. But one thing we have to know, the government and the people agree on one issue, China itself. They want China to have all of China, all of what they see as historically China's. This is something we'll have to deal with and deal smartly with when we do. It's not just the government of the People's Republic who are sensitive on this issue of national territory. It's the people of China themselves. And the one reaction I experienced in my 10 days in today's China, respect. I had profound respect for what this country has done with itself in such an incredibly short time. And it's only just begun. And that's Hardball for now. Thanks for being with us. All In with Chris Hayes starts right now.